What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. Today we caught two insane trades live inside of Team Bull Trading. I want to give you guys the reasoning behind why I took these trades. I'm about to show you guys a webinar that I did inside of the Discord today. So if you guys do want to trade live with me and get access to these webinars every single day, make sure to join the Discord. The link is going to be down in the description, but let's hop into the trade recap. Awesome. So like I said, we are going to do trade recaps from today. We caught a beautiful move to the upside, and then we were able to catch the exact top and catch it right back down. So I want to go over what I was seeing today and explain why I like the calls to the upside down here and why I like the puts up here. So the first trade, the calls that we're going to talk about, we got two ads on this, talked about it inside the admin trading floor, told you guys exactly when I entered the position, when I added to the position. So I want to break down why I like the calls, and I need my book map to load for this. Give me a second, let this load. I can show you guys why we like this. Let's see, 11 o'clock. If you guys were looking in the chat earlier, you guys saw me say that 43.10 was a big level on ES, and I might actually be able to pull it up real quick. Might be a lot quicker to do it that way. I think I just said, okay, so all I said was 43.10 big book map level. So if I pull this over real quick, you can see right here 43.10 big book map level right at 11 o'clock. So if we actually pull up book map, you can see that at 11 o'clock, where was it? Over here. Come on. There we go. Here's our 43.10, right? So we can see 43.10 has been a big level all morning. We have buyers right here. Price comes down, 43.12, bounces earlier in the morning. We come back down a little later in the day. We got buyers here, and then we come down and we buy up again right here at 10:45, right back down near 11 o'clock and bought right back up. So 43.10 was a big level, right? If we're not going to crack 43.10, then we're more than likely going to bounce, right? We were trading in this choppy range. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, we bounced off 43.10 multiple times. We got the buyers down there. There's not too many sell orders sitting above. Ideally, I want to be looking for upside. Unless we clear this 43.10, then I'll look for downside, right? So now if we're looking at ES, we can see that we had this nice push to the upside right here, right? Now, if we break it down to a 2-minute time frame, and this is what I was using because I actually traded the fair value gap today. So as we can see, we have this nice push to the upside, very strong, aggressive move right into VWAP. Same thing on SPY. If we head on over there. Right now. Hold on, let me delete that real quick. Let me delete that. Okay. So right here, we end up bouncing off that same area. We have a nice push to the upside, and then we get this fair value gap right here. So here is where I was looking for my calls. Right? We take our fair value gap right there, and I'm looking for price to come back inside of this zone and get bought back up. So as it starts getting bought back up, that's when we got the first position, and then we got a second ad. I put all of this inside the admin trading floor, right? You guys can vouch that was put in. I can even pull it up. Hold on. In SPY calls, tomorrow's expiration at 11:07, which is this candle right here, right? 11:07. And then I said I'm adding, my stop loss was below 426.4. Why did I say my stop loss was below 426.4? Who can tell me? Then I'll tell you guys when I added. That's under the fair value gap, right? So if we broke below that fair value gap, I mean, you could have had your stop below here, but I wanted my stop to be below this fair value gap right here. Because if we broke below there, we'd likely come down and test here. And we already tested 43.10 multiple times. So then, the more times we test the support area, the weaker it gets because it's filling orders. So my stop loss was below here. Then I ended up adding at 11:11, which is on this candle right here. And we were able to get a beautiful move to the upside, obviously trimming on the way up. And then we were able to catch it all the way back up into the high of the day. So literally the whole reason behind this trade was 43.10 was very strong. Saw aggressive move up, watched the fair value gap, price came into it, got bought up. That's why we got long, stop loss right below here. We were able to catch the move all the way back up in a high of day. Everybody good with that one? Pretty straightforward. Earlier in the morning, 9:32 a.m. Eastern time, I put out this message: SPY rejects 480 or 428.1 and 428.63, and then my QQQ levels. I saw nothing that interested me on QQQ, so we did not take the puts on QQQ at all. SPY did come up to that 428.1 earlier in the morning. Hold on, 428 right here. 428.1. I just didn't see anything that told me to get short. at this point. This was right after the news. We had a lot of volume. I wasn't seeing anything bearish about this 428.1. So I decided not to take the trade. Unfortunately, it ended up and went on to set a new low a day. But at the same time, I didn't see anything that said, hey, you should probably get short right here. Right now, in hindsight, yeah, we can go back and be like, oh, well, we should have just done it because a fib was there. Right. But nothing said get short right here. That's a very high risk trade. I mean, if you took it, congrats, but it's not something that I wanted to take because, again, nothing said to get into this thing. But 428.63, you can see that we came up to 428.61, which this is why it's important to do your analysis both on ES and NQ and SPY and QQQ. Because if we look at ES and we go to a 15-minute, right here, pivot high, pivot low, 43.37.75 to 43.38 was my reject level on ES, right? So then if we head on over to the 2-minute, this is exactly what I like to look for. And I'm going to pull up where I said we are going short right there. So inside the Discord, testing light size of puts here. Stop above 43.39.5 on ES, rejected right at my fib. So this is where I see risk to reward. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very, very blurry, but there's that exact fib, right? So why did I like this? If you guys read my book or you watch my Fibonacci videos that I've been uploading, what about up here tells us to go short compared to here? Again, there was no reason to go short here, but what about over here says, hey, that's a good short position? Who can tell me? Okay, we have bearish price action. Good. What else? We rejected right off the level, yeah. Volume as well. We had an elevated sell candle right there, right? Also look at this one right here. We got close to the level, but very high volume. Very high red volume. Look at these previous green volumes compared to this one right here. And then the one that actually tags the level, right? So this is why I like this short with a stop loss right above the highs. Obviously, we already caught this to the upside. It was a very choppy day, so I wasn't willing to go full size on this trade because, for all I know, we could have sat here and chopped a little longer. Look at this price action. That's terrible, right? We could have sat here and chopped, maybe just blow through this high because of that move up. But from what I was seeing, we were having bearish price action, bearish volume, and we're right at my key level. This is the only reject that I saw until I think I deleted the chart. Yeah, I deleted the chart. But I didn't have a good reject until way, way higher than that. So this was the only area that I saw risk to reward for puts. And then again, we had bearish volume, bearish price action. Let's get short. And we were able to catch a beautiful move to the downside. Unfortunately, we weren't able to catch it all the way down to these lows over here. I caught it down into this VWAP level. Definitely, you can call me paper hand king today because what a move down. But yeah, even SPY, same thing. Look at that 2-minute volume. With that 2-minute candle, right at the reject level. Look at the volume. Highest spread selling volume we had since over here. That is why I like that setup today. The fib was just based off of the pre-market high to pre-market low on ES or wherever we ended up bottoming out. Yes, pre-market low, 908. So that was the entire reasoning behind that trade as well.